There are a million ways to lose weight. Why not do it through something that isn't as boring as working out? People hate on it because they want to do it. And the people who hate it on the most, the people who are secretly doing it or pissed off that they can't afford it.
This is Dee. Welcome back to my channel. And if you are new to this channel, welcome. Well, guys, I'm back. And as you can tell by that intro, this video may ruffle a few feathers. Some of y'all may be triggered by the truth, but the truth is going to be stated today. Essentially, this video is about the envy, the jealousy that is behind all the Ozempic shaming and calling people unrelatable, and now this new thing about calling people Nepo babies. This video is going to address all of that. This video is going to, as they say the quiet part out loud, because no one just comes out and says, you're jealous, you're a hater, you're bad. Well, today I'm going to come out and say it. But before I do, y'all, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe and turn on those notifications, y'all, so you are aware whenever I upload a great new video just like this one. While speaking on this topic, I will be creating this look, and I will list all of the products I use in the description box below. So let's get into it. I'm using the Kiss, the good old Kiss New York BB cream. I will link everything below, you guys. This is an oldie but goodie, and it is bomb. Best BB cream ever for women of color. You'll see. This is in the shade Cappuccino. So whenever somebody uses or suspected of using Ozempic for weight loss, the response is to, they're accused of using Ozempic, which is wild, because, you accuse someone of using, of shooting up H, right? You accuse someone of snorting C. How do you accuse someone of taking a perfectly legal doctor-prescribed medicine? So why do people have such an issue with celebrities or whomever losing weight and improving their lives by taking Ozempic? Okay, now whenever it's raised, the issue is raised, what is the go-to? It's diabetics, right? Oh, it's a medication for diabetics. They're taking it from the diabetics. We're still worried about the diabetics. And I'm here to tell you the truth, okay? Because that's a bunch of bull. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Let me share my Ozempic story, my Ozempic semaglutide journey, because I took semaglutide and I lost 30 plus pounds. Best thing I ever did. Highly recommended. Unlike a lot of people, the haters using diabetics as a coat on a hanger, diabetes is something very, very real to me. My family is littered with diabetics. Both my parents, my grandmother, my brother-in-law, 2 nieces, a nephew. Like, diabetes runs rampant in my family. So it's a thing for me. When I first, started thinking about semaglutide, Ozempic, it was because I had some blood work done. I got the results back, and I wasn't pre-diabetic, not quite pre-diabetic, but I was close. So I spoke to my doctor, and given my family history, she thought I would be a good candidate for semaglutide, Ozempic, and she prescribed it for me. Now, of course, I went to my insurance company, and like a lot of people, they wouldn't cover it. But what they would cover is a drug called metformin. And metformin is a drug actually that the people I named, and my mother was on it too, and she actually had to stop taking it. The people in my family are all taking, metformin, or had been taking metformin. And metformin is the most commonly prescribed diabetes medication. Metformin. You don't have to take my word for it. Metformin. Not Ozempic. Ozempic is really very rarely prescribed. There are a whole host of diabetes medications. Insulin, metformin, which is most common, and metformin is dirt cheap. And this is without insurance. Without insurance, if you go to Walmart, less than $6. But for a 3-month supply of metformin, you will not pay more than $26, which, is on the high side. Dirt cheap. So the argument by the haters is always that, oh, a person taking Ozempic is somehow taking something away from someone who is somehow in need, and they are not. Essentially, they are taking this drug out of vanity, as opposed to a medical need, as a diabetic would be doing, and that somehow is not good enough. Vanity is not a sufficient reason, as if anybody's reasons has to be good enough for a bunch of strangers online. It's wild how people are. But people will do, but envy and jealousy, your feelings are not fact. Your feelings are not reality. And that is why that sort of envy and jealousy has no reason, right? It's not logical. Because the reality of the situation is, first of all, you don't know why ultimately these people are taking it. Not that it's any of your business, of course. I mean, it never occurs to anyone that, someone, look at Oprah. Oprah's been big her whole life. Let's be honest, okay? Oprah is been big. This woman is 70 years old. I mean, first of all, did it ever occur to anybody that her or Lizzo or anyone else who lost all this weight actually might be diabetic? Of course not, because all they do is look at the physical change, the physical improvement, and they hate on it. You're jealous. You're just jealous, and that's it. You look at somebody like Kelly Osbourne, and I remember distinctly people just being so cruel and vicious to her over her weight. And now same thing with Lizzo. Lizzo has lost so much weight. Lizzo looks fantastic. Now she says she's not using Ozempic, whatever. If she is, good for her. She's getting pushback, backlash, because someone said, oh, she said she was all about body positivity and now she's losing weight. I guess she lied. What? Body positivity is just that. Body positivity, not obesity positivity, not overweight positivity. Body, anybody. But it's like people want, women of a certain size, overweight women, want her to continue to be the poster girl for overweight women. And she's not supposed to lose weight. Her losing weight, they feel betrayed by. No, you're not betrayed. You're jealous. I mean, that's insane that you want someone to live for you. People they resent those who have access to what they don't. They resent someone who, for example, here, you take a shot and you lose weight easily, whereas this person may not have access to this medication and they have to do it the hard way. And they resent that. I mean, you already have fame and fortune and whatever. Why should losing weight be easy for you as well? And they resent that, and they come up with BS reasons to hide their jealousy, to cloak their envy. Why does it have to be hard? Why do you want something to be hard for me or for someone else? Why can't it be easy? Why does the thought of someone having someone, why does the thought of something being easy for someone else bother you? Oprah is 70 years old. 70 years old. How the hell do you begrudge this woman her come up All this time she struggled to lose weight. She did back in the day Optifast, where she didn't eat anything for like 4 or 5 months. She lost all the weight, gained it right back. She's been yo-yoing, struggling with her weight her entire life. Finally, at the age of 70, she found something that works, and people are triggered by that. You're mad about that? Someone loses weight and they look amazing. They have this huge transformation. And you've got the haters saying, well, you know, they didn't do it the natural way. Who gives a shit? People don't want anyone to have any kind of edge, any sort of perceived advantage in life over them. So diabetics are not dropping dead in the streets because they can't get Ozempic. If there's a shortage, oh well, first come, first serve. That's what it is, just like with any other supply demand. You know, right now there's a shortage of Adderall. I don't see anyone being upset with on behalf of the people with ADD. Where's the upset over that? Prescription medications have multiple uses. Even metformin, one of the side effects is weight loss. And my family members have lost a lot of weight taking metformin. Oh, and P.S., Viagra was developed as a heart and high blood pressure medication. Well, that's not what it's primarily used for now, is it? Where's the upset about that? No one ever has an issue. No one has ever had an issue with that. Now let's get into relatability. You know, she's not relatable. You know, Kim Kardashian, she's not relatable. Beyonce's not relatable. And to me, I just, you know, you talk about the epitome of envy. Okay, so here's my thing. What do you want these people to be relatable to? Because, you know, I remember like during COVID, the whole, 2020, whatever, during the lockdown, one video that really spoke to me and really brought this to the forefront of my mind was this one.
What, sweetie? Okay. Okay, Northy.
Can I wash my hands?
Can you do it in the other room? I'm in the middle of something. I don't want to get this all wet, sweetie. I'm hiding in the guest room, you guys. I'm hiding in the guest room because my kids will not leave me alone.
Hey, that's mean.
North, can I please just do my little tutorial? It's all I want to do is one little fun thing for myself. Okay.
Now, in those comments, people were all like, oh, this is the first time she's ever been relatable. Like her otherwise, but now you realize that she's having a difficult time during the pandemic, just like you are, and now she's good. Now you can relate to her. People only want to relate to struggle. They want you to come down instead of elevating themselves and seeing certain people's lives as aspirational. No. They want those people to shop at Walmart like they do. Personally, I don't want to be relatable to someone who's broke or poor. You can call me whatever you want. I don't want to be relatable to that. I don't want to relate to that. And I'm not saying I'm Beyonce or anything like that, but I'm just saying me as a person, as a human being. I don't want to relate to poverty. I don't want to relate to negativity. I don't want to relate to a scarcity mindset. I don't want to relate to envy and jealousy. I don't want to, in bitterness and resentment, I don't want to relate to that. I don't relate to that. Hence this video. And people with that mindset, they don't get it. They don't get the fact that they are blocking their blessings and what it says about them. You know, why do I have to come down to make you happy? Why does someone have to dim their light for you? Because that's what it is. You know, and it's like, I saw this thing yesterday. I read somewhere where Beyonce just came out with this Levi's commercial. It's atrocious. It's awful what she's putting. She's in a laundromat. She's putting diamonds in a washer, putting her jeans. Like, it's bizarre. It's weird. It's awful. That I concur with fully. But then I read something about, someone made a comment like, well, people are out here, they can't buy groceries, and Beyonce is doing this. What does that have to do with Beyonce? Beyonce can't have diamonds. She can't look great. She can't, because other people are struggling. She has to struggle as well. She cannot show signs of success. She cannot live her life because that's her life. You know, her life is swimming pools, diamonds, movie star. That's her life. She's not allowed to live her prosperous life. It's that mindset to me is so twisted. It's sick. You know, and you can look, if you're triggered by this, I mean, that you're gonna have to get over it, baby. I mean, because we're telling the truth today. It's just, why does it make you happy to see someone else unhappy? The saying, misery loves company, is more true than ever. You know, it's just like all the people who follow people they supposedly don't like, right? And I've never understood that. I mean, it's human nature to avoid things we do not like, isn't it? I mean, there are people who haven't been to the dentist in 30, 40 years because they hate the dentist. That's human nature. If you don't like something, you know, it's human nature. It's natural to avoid it. Except for on the internet, you've got people who will go and follow other people or subscribe to people, and for no other reason than to leave negative comments. Because you got to think about it logically, and that's the problem with people who live on their emotions. There's no logic to it. I don't like milk, so I don't drink it. I don't go out to the store, buy a gallon of milk, bring it home, put it in my refrigerator, and open the door every day seeing that there's milk there and complain about the fact that it's milk and how much I don't like it. I don't like milk, so I don't buy milk. It really is that simple. You know, Kylie Jenner throws her daughter this lavish birthday party, and a bunch of strangers on the internet feel some type of way about it. Oh, she's spoiling her. What? It's her child. If she wants to throw her child a lavish birthday party, who are you to say she can't? Why? Why can't she? Because you can't? And that's ultimately what it is. You know, you have no right to tell people what to do with what is theirs. And that's what people don't, I mean, and the thing is, they know that. You know that. Nobody tells you what to do with yours. The Ozempic shaming and the criticism about being unrelatable, if you think about it, these things are always levied towards women, right? Whenever these criticisms are made, or people are online making comments about it, negative comments about it, 9 times out of 10, they are criticizing a woman. And P.S., most of those critics of women are women. That's why, you guys, you have to do your thing. You have to be a strong person. You have to be a confident person. You have to be a person who doesn't give up about what people say. You have to be a person who owns your life, who lives your life. You're not bothering anybody. You're not hurting anybody. If you want to take some semaglutide to get your body snatched, you do that. If you want to get plastic surgery, do that. If you can afford it, do it. Well, that's not how she looks naturally. She had surgery. Yeah, and? But haters always want to humble, right? Haters always want to humble. One of the things that has changed for the worse, as far as I'm concerned, is the lack of aspiration. People resent people who, I mean, there was a time when, okay, like the swimsuit, like the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition, right? Whenever that came out, when I was younger, when we were kids, it's like, ooh, I want to look like that, I'm going to lose weight, because that was aspirational, to be that thin and pretty and all that. That was something you aspired to. That's when you worked out. You know, that was something that you wanted to look. You wanted to look the best as you can. Nowadays, of course, they've got quote unquote regular people in these magazines. Now, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that per se, but it's like, where's the aspiration? Where is, I mean, people in those magazines on Vogue and all that, they're not supposed to be regular people. That's why they're in those magazines. You know, Naomi Campbell is not a quote unquote regular looking person. She's not. That's why she's fucking Naomi Campbell. But these days, we are not allowed to be aspirational. If you're a woman who, especially a black woman, God forbid, who promotes like the soft life and having this elevated lifestyle, a lot of times, I mean, there's a young lady who's literally been run off the internet just for being a beautiful black woman living the good life, living the soft life. That's it. The jealousy, the envy is just staggering. Oh my gosh, a black woman can't possibly have this lifestyle. It's a low self-esteem. It's ratchet is okay, but class is not. Class and upward mobility and the soft life should be aspirational. You should want that. But these women are so committed to the struggle, to seeing women, or black women in particular, in a certain light, in a negative light, in a stereotypical light, that they won't allow the light of aspiration to shine. They diminish it, they dim it, they run it off the internet, which is sickening. They cannot relate to anything that is good. They relate to struggle. Next, we're going to talk about Nepo babies. Now, baby, if this is not a sign of the times in terms of how low we've sunk, in terms of jealousy and envy, I don't know what is. Essentially, people are hating on people from rich families. That's basically it. People who were born into a certain lifestyle and have certain advantages. Okay, but here's the thing, y'all. Hasn't that always been the case? There have always been wealthy people. We know that. No, we all, the company you work for, say you work for a company, that company is owned by a wealthy person, and that person, their children have, they enjoy the advantages of that wealth. They can't help the life in which they were born. So why should they have to apologize for it? And again, it's the jealousy, it's the envy. Because the people who are hating on these people, the Nepo babies, and being criticized, well, you didn't have to work for it. The only reason they do so is because they want what they have. Because it's not like they are opposed to a soft life or being rich, right? They're not opposed to that in general. People online try to essentially shame David Beckham's son for being, David and Victoria's Beckham's son. Why? I mean, look, his family's rich. What is he supposed to do? And ultimately, it's like, why? See, when you feel this way, you have to ask yourself, why? Why? What's it to you? Did these people steal their wealth from you? Are they preventing you from attaining wealth? So what is the upset? What is the problem beyond jealousy, beyond envy, beyond feeling as if you have to earn it and they didn't? And I resent the fact that I have to quote unquote work hard and they didn't. And so I want to punish them by hating on them. You see, there is no other reason. There is no other reason. I don't care what you say, name a reason. Because again, it's none of your business what people do with their money, what they do with what is theirs. Why do people feel as if they should have some input, some say-so over other people's finances? Why are you counting somebody else's pockets? Once again, wealth used to be aspirational. People used to aspire to be wealthy. Those people used to, you used to look up to people and say, I want that for myself. Not now. Now it's, I don't have it. I don't believe I can have it. Therefore, I resent the fact that you do. Your life will always be better than mine. You will always be a have. I will always be a have not. But that's a mindset, which means they will always be a have not. I just don't understand the point of like jealousy and envy and the lack of self-awareness as to what it says about you as a person who does it. Like, what does that say about you? I mean, I personally am not a jealous person. I do not begrudge anybody anything. Get yours, baby, get yours. Like I said, I don't want to relate to people who are struggling. Sorry, not sorry. I don't want to manifest that sort of life. I want to be prosperous. I want to see grandeur. I want to see elegance. I want to see money. I love seeing women and people with money. I particularly love seeing skinny black women with money. Period. You can say what you want. I like aspiration. I would like seeing people who have done well in life, who do well in life, who look great, who live great. I love that. I love that energy. That's what I want. And that's what most people should want as well. If there's nothing we've learned over like during the pandemic is how miserable people are, how bitter, how angry people are. And as far as I'm concerned, it's only gotten worse, in terms of like racism. People really showed who they were during that time. And then people say, well, we're in a recession. Well, not everybody's in a recession, boo-boo. Not everybody's money is funny. And that's okay. That's a good thing. And there's nothing anyone can say to justify Ozempic shaming or calling people unrelatable and criticizing people for being, in their estimation, unrelatable to them. And, of course, the Nepo baby crap. You can't help the situation in which you're born. You can't. And good for them. I wish I was a Nepo baby. And you know what? So do you. That's why you're hating so hard. Okay, I'm going to finish up and I will be right back. And this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment below. I want to know your thoughts on this. I want to know what you think about all the haterade that people are drinking these days, have been drinking for years, and what your thoughts are. For me, it's, again, misery-loving company. And people wanting to bring you down, it seems, to what they perceive as their level. Remember, guys, we're supposed to be on the come up, always evolving, always elevating, always upwardly mobile, always looking to better ourselves in our lives. Anyone who would begrudge you that, they've got problems, they've got issues. And you need to distance yourself from them. So, until next time. Mwah.